Good morning, students. So today we will learn the balancing of chemical equation. Now, what is a chemical equation? I repeat once again. A chemical equation is simply a notation to represent a chemical reaction. Now, in class 9 you have already learned how to write the formula of various compounds, whether ionic, whether covalent. You also know the symbols and the valencies. Now these things are like framing a sentence in English language. This part is actually a part of language of chemistry. I'm just comparing things with the English language. When you write a word, you write the first word capital, then small. So are the symbols. You can check all the symbols in chemistry. First alphabet capital, then it is small. For example, when you write calcium, Ca, A is small, C is capital. When you write the symbol of lead, Pb, B is small, P is capital. Now the thing is that when you frame these words in a meaningful way, when you place them, it becomes a phrase. But phrase is not complete. To make it complete, you need to make it a sentence. Now still the sentence is not complete and you need articles to make the sentence to hear a bit well. So is the case. We know the formula. For example, we know the event. We are trying to write them accordingly. So let's take a simple example. Take the example of carbon. It reacts with oxygen and you get carbon dioxide as a product. Now how many carbon reacts with how many oxygen to give you carbon dioxide? That is the question. Now this equation is not balanced. We need to balance the equation. How can we balance it? First you calculate or count the number of carbon present in both the sides. Number of carbon here is 1, here is 1. Oxygen is 2, oxygen is 2. So the numbers are same. That means this equation is balanced. We don't need to balance it. It is totally balanced. You can also get another example like heating of limestone, CaCO3. It gives you CaO plus CO2. Number of calcium is 1 both the sides, it is same. Count carbon, same. Now you try to count the number of oxygens. 3, 2 plus 1, 3. This is also balanced. Now this rule is known as heat and trial rule or heat and trial method. It is simply a way which can balance an equation very easily. But for complicated equations, this method actually fails. For that we need some algebraic method which is beyond the scope of your syllabus. Now you can consider another equation. I am just writing it. Suppose you write C plus O2 gives you CO. Carbon reacting with oxygen gives you carbon monoxide. Partial combustion. Number of carbon is 1, it is 1. Oxygen 2 here and 1 here. So we need to balance the oxygen. So first you try to balance the unbalanced element. Put a 2 here. So oxygen is 2 into 1, 2. Here 1 into 2, 2. Oxygen is balanced. Now see carbon. It is 2, it is 1. Now put a 2 here. Now you check. 2C, 2C, O2 and 2. It is balanced. So in this way we can balance equations. But we will also check this thing with some more equations so that it becomes very easy for us to understand. We will take some other more examples. Now take the example. Dissolution of sodium oxide in HCl. H2. See, both the sides are unbalanced. This equation which you see unbalanced, it is called unbalanced equation or skeletal equation. While when you balance the equation, we call it balanced equation or complete equation. And last but not the least, the process of balancing an unbalanced equation into a balanced equation is known as balancing of chemical equation. So we are starting it. Sodium unbalanced, oxygen balanced, hydrogen unbalanced, chlorine balanced. We need to start with the unbalanced element, starting with sodium. You have put a 2 here. So sodium 2, sodium 2. Now only 2 Cl is here. Here is 1 Cl. Now this is becoming unbalanced. Our first motto to make it balanced, put a 2 here. 2 Cl balanced. Hydrogen 2, hydrogen is getting balanced. Number of oxygen balanced, number of oxygen is balanced. Now it is a balanced equation. Last example of balancing an equation. You can take this example. It's a chemical decomposition reaction. FeSO4 Fe2O3 plus SO2 plus SO3. You see, iron unbalanced, sulfur unbalanced, oxygen unbalanced, all are unbalanced. 3 plus 2 plus 3, how much? 8. 8 oxygens. How many oxygen is there? 4. Need to be balanced. Sulfur 1, 2. Fine. This is 1, this is 2. So if we put a 2 here, many things will get balanced. Yes, let's put a 2 here. Iron 2, iron 1. Iron is balanced. Sulfur 1 plus 1, 2. Sulfur 2 into 1, 2. Sulfur is getting balanced. Oxygen 2 into 4 equal to 8. 3 plus 2, 5 plus 3, 8. All are getting balanced. So this is the way to balance chemical equations. Now these can only be done by practice. It can be demonstrated. Some written ways can be sent to you in PDF. They are the rules and regulations, but things can only be done when you practice. I will try to send some practice materials by evening. Till then, this is the topic regarding balancing of equations.